Being able to imagine yourself already achieving your dream life is the first step to manifestation and the law of attraction. That complete belief will help drive you towards your goals. The first in visualization is your vision board. I talked about this in my previous video, but that was more collecting everything you're going to use for your vision board. Now we're going to actually talk about making it and then using it in your daily life. When you're making your vision board, I want you to actually take the time out of a day and like literally make a moment out of it. Like that sounds so lame, but literally make a moment out of it. So you want to light some candles, some bubblies, strawberries, like make it a whole moment. So when you're making this manifestation vision board, I want you to really like put so much attention into it. I don't want you walking away from it and then coming back to it and walking away from it and coming back to it. And I never want it to feel like it's a tedious task. You really need to enjoy it for it to be beneficial for you. Collect the material, you have a time slot put away for when you're going to do this. Now you need to pick a place in your house you're going to put it that's going to be more encouraging for you. So that's what you're really aiming for, is that every time you look at this board, it's in a place that kind of makes you want to get up and go, become like a go-getter person. I am going to be making a separate video on me actually making my own vision board, so make sure to subscribe if that's something you're interested in. I've collected all of my material, I've got my board ready to go, I've even got a lovely frame for it. I'm gonna have a video of me putting together that vision board, the whole process that goes into it, the before, during, after. So every day when you wake up in the morning, or even throughout the day, you want to sit with your gratitude journal and you want to write down like things that you're grateful for in that day, that week, that month, that year, and you want to just go back over those things and remind yourself of all the positive and things that you genuinely can say thanks for. So like, thank you for breathing, like, you know, simple things like that. Thanks for my bed that I can sleep in, like things that you would generally take for granted. Like, you need to just acknowledge that these are things that are very beneficial for you in your life, and if you didn't have them, it'd be an inconvenience. And you know, saying thanks for those things and realizing how privileged we are to have those things. Being grateful is just like an excellent way to increase your vibrational energy and just feel like it really helps you to become more positive and more just like upbeat about your life in general. Meditation is so important for your mind. I try to do 3 minutes of breathing in the morning, and I try and just genuinely like visualize my dream life and what I'm looking for. But not just that, once I finish kind of that dream life thing, I actually try and do meditation just to calm my mind. So I might listen to, you can find them all over YouTube, just look up law of attraction meditation. Honest to God, listen to them. They kind of give you guidance within the videos. They just really help you in the morning, or if you're going to bed at night, or moments in the day where you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, just to kind of calm your mind down a bit. Just looking back on your own life and trying to find manifestations that you wouldn't have acknowledged in the past because you didn't know what they were. Even looking up other people's success stories, it really just increases your belief in the law of attraction, and the more you believe, the more you receive. I want to talk about you, and this is something you can do in your journal or you can just do yourself. And I try and take note of any like good thing that happens and try and think if there is an actual manifestation happening. I really wanted jam bonds, and my partner came over to the house and he had to go get food in a certain place that do my favorite jam bonds, and I genuinely did not think that he was going to want to get food that particular day, because the previous day he had been talking about bringing his own food over. But when he rocked up, I'm going to the shop today, and I was like, manifestation, there you go, I'm getting my jam bonds today. And I got my jam bonds and I was so happy. There are 2 big ones and they were so good. So like, I take note of those little like moments. Like, it probably seems silly at first, but honestly it just makes you feel good when you're like, oh my god, I did that. Back on like further back into your life and try pinpoint situations that would have been like coincidences, things that like you said you really wanted something and then all of a sudden you had it. It could be something small, it could be something big. Another good one is try pinpoint situations in your life where you were really happy, or you were having a brilliant day and like just good things just kept happening throughout that particular day. It could even be a recent one, it can be something in the past and in the future. In the past, it's about looking backwards and just genuinely trying to find situations that you can relate to the manifestation and the law of attraction. Make sure to leave a comment below with your own manifestation story. How we view the law of attraction and manifestation all lies in our mind, in our subconscious mind to be precise. We want to say we believe and we do all the work, but nothing is happening. Maybe you need to investigate yourself and figure out what it is that is holding you back. With the law of attraction, it's all about our thoughts. We have our conscious thoughts, and our conscious thoughts are things like, right now I say I'm moving my hands, so consciously I'm doing that. But subconsciously you're doing a lot of thinking as well, so you don't even realize these thoughts are going on in the back of your head. What I want to talk about with the mind and the work you can do for your mind. Shadow work is basically a metaphor. So if you think of your normal shadow, sometimes we get a glimpse of it and notice it, but mostly we live with it attached to us, a part of us, and ignoring it. Most shadows are born in our childhood. So when you are a child, your subconscious mind is wide open. In my university degree, I did early childcare, and we actually learned about this before I ever knew about like the law of attraction or anything. So between the ages of 0 to around about 6, 7, 8, we're sponges. We absorb everything. Our neurons are going crazy. Like your shadow is really just something that has stayed with you since childhood because of the repetitiveness of it, and now it's followed you all the way into your adulthood. Most of our shadows are really influenced by the people mainly surrounding us and their beliefs, their ideas on life, or it doesn't even have to be your childhood, it just has to be a repetitive situation in your life that has caused significant amount of influence on you subconsciously. It now affects you in your current life. Shadow work is basically the work you're going to do to try and heal those shadows. What they like to say is like a higher self. That's a nice way of putting it, but basically you're just healing those situations so that you can become a more happy person. Basically, you're always going to have those emotions of sadness and anger and stuff. When you can finally figure out where those emotions are coming from and work on them, happier and more positive, because you feel like you have more control over yourself. You have more control over your subconscious. This is where it comes into play. You're here and you're trying to believe in your manifestations. You're trying, and consciously you're doing all the work. Subconsciously you have a huge amount of doubt because you've taken some shadows with you from previous things where people made fun of you for wanting to believe in certain things, or your parents believed in something else and they put that on you all throughout your childhood, and now that you're trying to change that, you know, consciously you really want to, but subconsciously, you know, you're fighting it. That's where it's going to be hard to really manifest things when your subconscious mind is literally fighting your conscious mind constantly. And it's all about trying to get your conscious mind and your subconscious mind to align so that your manifestations can come true. And I'm not saying it's easy at all. It's going to take a long time. I'm personally still very much working on that side of myself. It's tough, it's very hard work, it's very emotional work. Take your time with it and really just acknowledge the fact that this isn't something that's going to happen overnight. It's really going to take you a long time to fix all of these inner emotions that you had subconsciously been holding on to. Catch yourself gossiping and being mean, judging and hating and putting out thoughts that do not benefit your mind. Humans are programmed to be negative because it's all we see. We see news, we see social media, we see TikTok, and it's all negative. Even the good things get overshadowed by the negative. Find yourself on TikTok getting mad and frustrated by situations, feeling helpless. Turn it off. Look for good in the world instead. Share good thoughts, put out good feelings, compliment others, and say thank you more. So like if you can't control a situation that's all the way across the world, maybe just focus on yourself. Give thought to it, you know, say I acknowledge the thing that's happening. I acknowledge that it's a bad situation. I wish that that situation didn't happen and I wish them well, and then focus on you. You know, let go of those negative and harsh emotions that you have no control over. Instead, I want to be happy. Again, going backwards, feeling your feelings and your shadow work and all that is going to help you work on that situation. So just one last thing I want to read out is, I see so much law of attraction things saying believe, do not be negative, do not think negative, let it all go, but I do not agree with that. You need to work on your mental health. By ignoring it, it makes it worse. It makes your shadow bigger. Give our negative emotions time to heal. Every negative thought and emotion stems from a deep subconscious thought. So that's just something that I wrote there, and I genuinely believe in that. The thing with believing is you can't believe if there's a huge chunk of you you're not even acknowledging that's totally going against it. You can do your visualizations, your vision board, your journaling, your meditation. There's loads of other stuff, but if you don't heal your like shadow, then your shadow is just going to keep following you and make those manifestations harder and harder. So it's very easy to say I believe and I want this thing to happen to me, but like if in the back of your head you feel like you don't deserve it, then it's just not going to happen for you. It's all about getting to the heart of those emotions and that shadow that's been following you and trying to heal it and work on you, whether that be therapy, meditation, or even just talking to some of your friends and stuff like that, and really trying to understand where it comes from. Journaling again is really good for that. You know, there's positive journals, but if you need to do a journal all about like things that have happened to you in the past and what emotions they make you feel, you know, that will really help you heal. Like I said though, I will do a separate video on my vision board, my journaling, my gratitude journal, because these are all such big and important topics, and this is just me going over it for beginners. So okay, that was a heavy topic. I want you guys after this video to maybe do a meditation, do some journaling, or maybe just lie down, watch a comedy, listen to some good music, just try and increase that vibrational energy for the moment, and drink lots of water and get a good meal into you, because there was a lot of emotions expressed there. I'm sure you guys feel quite emotional after watching this, and I want you guys to think to yourself that this is the start of you healing. and believing. The next episode I'm going to be talking all about the receive, so make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are interested. I would like to maybe try and get out a vision board episode as well this week because I want to get it up on the wall, so I might as well get it done. If that is something you're interested in, please subscribe to my channel. Help me reach 200 subscribers in the next month. I would actually love that. Thank you so much. So don't forget to comment below. Let me know if you guys have ever had a manifestation happen to you, big or small. Really helps other people when they read it and they see it, and they kind of help them to believe it as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.